Hello, viewers. My name is Stasi Yoga Rodrigue. You're welcome once again to the Admin Talk Show African Media Diaspora Network. With the Admin Talk Show, we bring to you positive and educative insights about the things that are happening in Finland in the African context. So, the Admin Talk Show is being brought to you by Antia Global Organization, and we are happy to see you here with us again. Today, our topic of today is going to be the African football in Finland. And we have two set of guests here, one of them from Cameroon and the other set from Kenya, and we'll be talking about African football. So, of course, I'm here with my co-host Nana. Nana, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And you can continue from here.
Thank you. Hello, lovely people. Thank you for following and subscribing us. We really appreciate. Much love. Today, on our seats, we have great men that are on the field when it comes to football. On my left are the Kenyans and on my right are the Cameroons. I would like them to introduce themselves to you all. On my left, can you introduce yourself to our people?
Thank you. My name is Akajit Aniwaya. I am the chair of the Kenyan football team, formerly a goalkeeper and maybe a defender too, and now retired. Supporting the younger talents. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Richard, and I'm a player of the Kenya national team in Finland. And we are here today to see how we can help with the topics we are going to discuss today. And we are more than just a football team. It's also about the community and how things are in Finland. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you for the invite. My name is Tom Odera with the Kenya football team. We are in the management helping with the logistics of football. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On my right.
My name is Mbua Mosisa, one of the founding members of the Cameroon team in Finland. Started as a player and then from there to the management part of it. We are here to have a table talk to understand the dynamics of football in Finland when it has to do with the African context. So it's my pleasure to give my insight. Thank you very much.
I'm Pechonje from Cameroon, and it's a privilege also to be here. I am a former captain of Cameroon team, and currently also now with the management of the team, but sometimes I also play. And as my colleague has rightly stated, we are here for this reason. Let's help to see how we can help African culture and football management of Africa in Finland and also out of Finland grow. Thank you.
Thank you. Admin Talk Show, inspiring success. So we would love to hear more about the journey of football in 3 minutes and in 2 minutes from left side and right side, the Kenyans and the Cameroon. So, can you please tell us how your journey has been when it comes to the football?
As a football team, it started a long time ago. We have our predecessors who started the team. Some of us came, the team was on, but in a less serious level. So when our generation came in, we took it up and we made it a bit serious instead of just having fun and just having it like a drinking club, because initially it used to be a drinking club. So, but then we took it up to the next level, and we decided to drop the drinking,
Wow.
leave the club. So nowadays it is a place where it is more competitive in such a way that we register in tournaments in Finland when we have tournaments and try to participate for the trophies. And for sure it has gone well because we have displays, we have displays of medals, we have displays of trophies that we are very proud of, and that at least we have been able to bring our community together and make it proud. So we are very proud of our footballing journey and the way we have brought our Kenyans together. Thank you.
Thank you. Kajitan, thank you so much. Richard, can you say something a little bit?
Yeah, I will just say that as a player, our Kenyan team has been quite open in that sense that we have players from all skill levels. So we have beginners, but we also have actually quite professional footballers in the team.
Okay.
And this has helped gain momentum, and somehow we can see the improvement between the players, because the professional footballers don't just kind of how can I say, they want to help also the beginners, and I think that the journey can show itself because we have been winning tournaments, and this is thanks to this dynamics that we have within the Kenyan team.
All right. Thank you, Richard. Tom.
Thank you very much. I joined the team quite late as compared to them, but I've done a lot of catch up.
Okay.
I mostly help with the logistics of the team. Let's say, for example, we have a tournament. We make sure that the players are ready for the tournament. The uniform are ready for the players, to where the players are at the pitch at the right time. All the things they need, like water and stuff like that. Okay. We help with all that. But one thing I would also like to mention, like being part of the management, the last 2 seasons, I've seen something new with the Kenyan team. We've started incorporating the first generation Kenyans in Finland.
Okay.
Yeah, about a year ago, we had 5 of them. They're quite young. They've got raw talent, and they participate in the local leagues at the 4 different levels. So we've been trying to bring them into the team to help us so that they can be part of the Kenyan team, as much as most of them are also Finnish.
Wow. Thank you for that insight. I really love the journey you have taken so far, because we come here as diasporas, and sometimes when we don't take it, we forget what we are about to do, because it's like we come here as hustlers. Yeah. And all that we want to chase is the money. Yes. Yeah. But when we put into passion and vision with what we were holding back in the future, and then we grab it and make it real, it's a mark. It's very remarkable. Yeah. Thank you. On my right, the Cameroons.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think I will comment my brothers from the other side, especially him. I think he is somebody that I think we've known ourselves for more than a decade. Playing football in Finland, you know. So it's a good thing, because football in itself is a language, it's a culture.
Exactly.
And it's like an African culture. It's something that wherever you go, that's something that gives you passion. We know where we live. It's so demanding, you know, your everyday task and everything is so demanding. So that is something that you cannot take from us as Africans.
Yes.
So it's not just about Kenyans or Cameroonians, but it has to do with Africa. Because, you know, we come in together, you know, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, Nigerians, Kenyans, Somalians. So it's there where when we come together, we see like, wow, we are one, under one big umbrella.
Yes.
So it's a very good thing. It has been challenging. You know, I commend the organizers that have been organizing before we came. So when we came, and then, you know, it was continuing, it's been a very good journey.
Wow.
We love it. There are young talents that have come behind us. Some of them have progressed to better levels and stuff like that, even though there is challenge, because here it's not like Africa, you know, there's a bureaucracy on how you'd have to do stuff.
Yeah.
So now with experience and everything, we can help them to navigate those bureaucracy upon how to get from one level of the football to the other. But in general, it's been a fun thing for us Africans, and you know, so I don't call it only a Cameroon or a Kenyan thing.
Exactly.
It's good when we meet in the field, we are no more brothers. We have to fight because
Exactly.
so somebody has to take the trophy home.
Exactly.
So,
We are at war.
So after that, then we can at least like, oh, we are brothers and stuff like that.
Yes.
So it's been a good journey.
Thank you.
So thank you.
One thing I love about that is, even because it's a win thing, we do that in love. You know, we show a lot of love on the pitch. You know, you push your brother, you go and say sorry and all that. So we do all that in love. And that's one thing about us that I really love so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity
Okay.
to highlight, to give more highlights on this. I think that my brother has said something very important here. Football unites people.
Exactly.
That is the essence of us living our various activities. We
Yeah.
sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
We come together to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, just appreciate the Kenyan team, appreciate the Ghanaian team, appreciate the Morocco or whatever teams
Exactly.
that are participating, because the friendship also doesn't only end on the pitch. It also,
Yeah.
it also goes
Yeah.
ahead,
Beyond.
beyond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I have many Ghanaian friends. I have many Kenyan friends. Our relationship has cultivated from the football field to them. Well, you also have job offers. Somebody
Yeah.
can be in a struggling situation, and
Yeah.
then you have recommendations from
Yeah.
the tournament or from your friends that you've socialized together and you've exchanged contact.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
relationships built from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say that football unites people, and our journey as a Cameroon team, it has also come from a long way.
Exactly.
We started in the forest somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, you go to a park called Mami Kantano. It's where the Cameroon team train.
Woo, Mami Kata.
Mami Kantano in the bush somewhere. We start there.
Okay.
Then gradually, as the time is going on, we had the idea to go to a synthetic field and train. We have Cameroon is a football nation.
Yeah.
So we always want to represent good. So we always have quality, and we always improve on our quality.
All right.
We've been to about 3 or 4 times semi-finals in the Helsinki African Cup, and we've been to the final champions we played against Kenya last year
Wow.
in the darts tournament, which
Yeah.
means that we are also a competitive team.
Yes.
So I think it's a good idea. It's a good initiative that you brought the 2 best teams of the third tournament here, and I think that from here we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
And we can also help to grow cultural wise and also to exchange ideas.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So it was like when you get to Finland, the football was in the tunnel. But walking through the tunnel, you believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. And that is where we've got into now.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Tassi, can you take over? And
Yeah,
start asking questions?
You know, I was about to ask the next question, but I think they have started talking about it. So if there are some points, we can continue. In terms of football in relation to multiculturalism, and you gave a point that, you know, the Kenyan team started with beer, and they have to they have to break that down.
Exactly.
But I think that in itself it's a good point, because when people come together for football, there are a lot of other things that they can discuss. And one of the members from the Cameroon team just said, from football, then they share together. If somebody needs a job and things like that, then, you know, maybe sometimes even some counseling can come even about families and stuff like that, just among the members. So I want anybody to, if there's something else to highlight more on that, the importance of football to the African community. What are some of the ways that football has helped us, you know, as a nation, as Africans, to build ourselves in Finland,
Yeah.
as integration is concerned?
Kajitan.
Yes, this football has been quite vital for all of us. I can say that it's unfortunate that we lost one of our very, very important person in the football team.
Yeah.
We lost him last year, and he was developing quite fast into becoming a footballing coach, because he went for a degree program and he succeeded, and he was hired by the team in Espoo, the Honka. They hired him. He was a coach there for the youth teams. He was doing quite well, and he was growing into a coach for the African teams. He used to take the young ones, all the young ones from anywhere.
Wow.
He was like, he's interested in a kid who knows how to kick a ball.
Okay.
Then he molds him into something.
Okay.
So as my Cameroonian counterpart just said it, is that it's all about friendship. So this friendship, you see, it molds our next generation into, they don't just play football there, because we are in a different culture as Africans. So there also you can find that this coach who is an African will be monitoring these kids, and he can also advise them. These kids, it is easier to advise the kids when they are younger. So then they adopt our culture even though they are in a foreign land. So this is very, very important, that also, apart from just taking football as a sport, we take it also as a way of molding our youth.
Wow. Thank you. Because of what Kajita just said, a Loso who was coming up so strong and doing what he could do. Can we have a moment of silence for all the players we have lost so far? We lost Christian Achu. He's also a Ghanaian player in Turkey through earthquake. Yes, he was doing a lot of humanitarian job. Can we by that have a silence of respect for all the players we've lost so far all over the world? Okay, thank you, and may their soul rest in peace. Much love. We continue your legacy. Yes. Richard, can you take it for me, Suleiman?
Yes, I think we have many coaches, as you said, that are already in the milieu of football here in Finland, and I think the Cameroonian coach too, called Didier, he qualified a team to the second division last year. So it also helps to develop the mentality that we Africans can make it here. We are not limited. And like my partner and I too, we are into football management. We manage youth at any category. If you are good, or even if you are not good, we see your qualities and we try to bring the best out of you in a certain level where you can get to your best. So I think that it's a very unique point in its sense, because we have to. It's like a brand.
Yeah.
We have to fight for our own.
Exactly.
And but the door is not closed to other Africans.
Yeah.
Also, let's say if you are a foreigner in Finland and your child is good, we bring them in and we try to encourage them, because I think that mental health in Finland is a very big issue. Like most kids, they go to the shopping malls, they either start smoking marijuana or they are following girls, and they lose focus or they lose the track of their life.
Yeah.
You know, so they try to belong to those communities. So why not bring them into your community and then give them a chance to express themselves?
Exactly.
Yeah, because in the TATS tournament, it's open now to more than 16 teams, and those teams, many of them you can just decide with your friends. You decide to go and register.
Yeah.
But the organizer has made it in a way that you have to go through a selection process. If you're not good enough, then you come again next year. Yes, which is good, but it's open to everybody. So that open-mindedness makes the tournament also unique. Yes, that is what I want to say. And
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Mosisa,
Yeah.
I would like to ask you, who can play or participate in African football in Finland?
That's a very good question.
Okay.
Good. That's a very good question.
Thank you.
Of course, I will use my experience, and then I will use the future experience. Like how can somebody who is maybe going through a video and then seeing what is presented here, and then they just move to Finland, or they are planning to move to Finland, like how can it help? Of course, like back in the days when I moved to Finland, the Cameroon team, like my co-panelist just said about, they had the Kenyan team that was like drinking and playing at the same time. You understand? Good. So I think we have to distinguish that. Who can play? If you want to play football for going to the park and then just having fun with friends, that's fine.
Okay.
You are not ready for the African tournament.
Okay.
Because the African tournament, like I said earlier, the African tournament in itself is not a walk in the park.
Okay.
It's a tough competition. Lots of my teammates have lost their arms and even their legs.
Wow.
Playing that tournament. Not that the tournament is sort of like, because with us Africans, when you give us anything, that it's not about, it's about the pride.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
I want to be the one that took this cup home.
Yeah.
So it's come really rough. So I cannot encourage somebody who is not fit to go and try that. First of all, you have to try to be fit.
All right.
Yeah, very, very fit. Like in the Cameroon team, when we participated in this tournament 15 years ago, you know, they were like, my brother just said, they were in the park, in the forest, just playing and drinking.
Yeah.
So now we came there and then we were like, okay, but we can participate because Cameroon is a big football nation.
Yes.
We can participate in this bigger tournament.
Yes.
So now we came there and then we said, okay, if you know you're ready to train, to prepare for this tournament, if you're ready to train for 2 hours, go to the left.
Wow.
If you know, so if you know you are not ready to train for 2 hours, go to the right.
Automatically selection.
And automatically we distinguish who could participate in the African tournament
Alright.
and who could not. So in that phase, those who could participate went to the left, and then we were like, okay, we have to run for 40 minutes around the field.
Yeah.
And those who could not stand the running, then you cannot stand the tournament.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, to participate in the African tournament, first off, is open for everybody. But your fitness level itself will make you to know if you can or you cannot.
Exactly.
So you have to have that stamina.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. You have to have that stamina.
Yes.
Tom, would you like to add something to
Yeah, I'd like to add some very important detail, like in the African football, no one is left behind.
Yeah.
You might be maybe only 2 people from Burundi, but you still end, because then you can't build a team as Burundi, and then you still end up participating in the tournament.
Yes.
And this is how people do it. For example, last year we had the East African team.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the East African team had players from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. So you see, we've even had an Ethiopian playing the team, because then they can't build a team. Then that way, no one is left behind, and no talent is forgotten or left
Omitted.
omitted. Yeah. So I think that's something very unique about us. Is like the African tournament, the African football, bring everyone who can play and participate in it.
Yeah.
Just like you said, when you're physically fit, then and you've got the talent, then of course then you'll get a chance, even if you're just the only person from Sao Tome Island.
Thank you, Tom. Richard, would you like to add something to it?
Yeah, about participating.
Yeah.
I like what my colleague said, that
Okay.
these tournaments can be quite tough, and okay, that's fine, but
Yeah.
I think that somehow, because now we are also in the 21st century, I think that we should kind of remember women somehow. We should maybe try and think about having some tournament for women as well.
Yeah.
Because okay, we all know that in Africa, unfortunately, women are still somehow in the background.
Exactly.
But I think it's time that we come up as a new generation, that we start
Exactly.
integrating women as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a full tournament. They can have one game in between, semi-finals, finals, whatever.
Yeah.
But I have seen that these tournaments really bring Africans together, and last tournament actually also quite many Finnish people came, and I think that this is a good opportunity, because you never know, there might be scouts there who can
Exactly.
who can really see
Yeah.
the very good players, and this is how an opportunity can come up. So if we can have opportunities for men, then why don't we also make it possible for women as well?
Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, thank you.
Coaches around, I'm still in my football age. So please, I'm your first selection.
Ask if you can run for 2 hours. 40 minutes. Be very careful.
Now, athletically, I'm going to the gym for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, my next question is, African football as it relates to multiculturalism and discrimination and also harmony in Finland. What can we talk about? Yes.
Yeah, I think talking about the discrimination part, if you are good enough, you cannot be discriminated. I think
Okay.
Finland is a country that believes in equality, even from the kids. When you go to their games or their selection,
Okay.
you see that they will take your kid out. You might be mad, oh, you want your kid to play more, but it's what is in the system here.
Okay.
Of course, it kind of encourages, but it also discourages talent, because a child can have something he wants to show, but he's always left behind for others to play. But equality in itself in Finland is something that it kind of sweeps away the discrimination,
Okay.
because they try to give everybody a chance, And I think that as a parent, you should we should try to encourage our children to be where they are best fitted.
Okay.
Yes, because if you feel it deep inside of you that your child is being discriminated, you might want to remove them from where they are and put them in another one and see how it is. If you really feel that is something serious. But what I want to say is that in the Finnish teams, for example, they kind of give everybody the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think that also with the African tournament, for example, the third tournament is open to everyone. Just that you have to be fit, as we said. So there is no discrimination about that one.
Oh, thank you.
About the multiculturalism that you mentioned, I think as I said before, it's open to all cultures. And we learn from one another, because we go to the third tournament, we have the Kenyans, they come to cook, we taste their food. There is this bread that they put the meat in it. What is it called? Is it samosa? I like it.
All right.
I never knew it if I wouldn't have come to Europe. I wouldn't have never known about that. And then also the Cameroonians, we cook also for beings. They eat, we exchange this culture, we drink.
Diversity.
Yes. So in that aspect, is something that is very nice to see, and we can only encourage that among us.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Kajita, can you say something?
Yes, of course. I like it the way he said that they love our food, and we also have somebody whom we call an in-law in their team, because he took one of our sisters. I know they really appreciate our food, and that is the multiculturalism that we want. That we can also intermarry.
Yes.
As we started, we said that football brings everybody together. It doesn't discriminate. So, and from there, as he said, it is that you can get a job from there. You can get a wife, you can get a husband. So, yes, it is not limited. Yeah. And as he said about the discrimination, I think it's about the mental strength.
Okay.
Yeah. Any sport, not only football, is about mental strength. Are you strong enough that you don't allow bullying? There might be a small bullying, but how strong are you mentally for you to overlook that, so that you can showcase your talent? Because in the field, the language that you speak in that field is football.
Yeah.
So if you're talented, there is no way somebody can take your talent from you.
Exactly.
So if you're talented, you show it, and there is no way they will do it without you.
Wow.
So you have your sport. Your sport is yours, and it cannot go. So that is what I can just say.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question is: African football chances in joining professional clubs in Finland. What are the requirements? Especially also, if I am back home in Ghana, in Cameroon, in Kenya, in Senegal, in Togo, so what are the requirements? Has it been grouped on Google by the coaches in Finland, that people can easily contact you people and ask questions or get information as a footballer out there to come to Finland? Please, can you?
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good
Thank
point.
you.
Yeah, I think for decades now, Africans have been coming to Finland to play football. From Nigeria, lots of Nigerians are playing here now.
Okay.
Lots of Cameroonians are playing professional levels now, and Kenyans, and so many countries are playing. Now it goes now to networking.
Okay.
The networking now goes about, if you're in Africa, you need to have either an agent,
Okay.
or an intermediary who can maybe link you to a club.
Okay.
And these days, the club is not about you just calling them on the phone or sending them emails. They need to see stuff to prove that you are really who you say you are.
Okay.
Like somebody said in the panel about age and everything. And they will not want to invite a player who is in his 30s to come and play professional football. It's very impossible. Yeah. Can you play professional football at 30 years if you've been playing in Finland when you were 15 until 30? Yes, it's possible.
Okay.
But when you're in Africa, I think what they look more is for young talent.
Okay.
From the 11, the 15, the 17 years old, So, but you need to have a good channel between the player and the club. How to link them, you understand? Like my co-partner also said, of course, we have a company, a sport management company, which is Mbuamosa Sports and Entertainment Management. Of course, we scout for players. We try to connect with clubs in Finland. You understand?
Yeah.
Those clubs, of course, they can get to see your videos, your immediate videos.
Yeah.
Like, okay, when they say, can we see your video in the next 3 months? How you've been performing?
Yeah.
They don't just rush into, okay, we want him. No, they will have to see again in the next might be 4 5 months.
Yeah.
Okay, how has he progressed? You understand? When they check all those things and stuff like that, then they might send you an invitation like, okay, can you come over for trials?
Wow.
It's possible because
process.
even in the Finnish national team today, there's a player, an African, who plays in the Finnish national team, who is originally from Sierra Leone.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
So there's a possibility. Is it that easy? It's not. You have to work your way there. You really need to put in the work to get into there, get the right guidance. There are so many people out there that can tell you, like, I can do this for you, I can do that for you.
Yeah.
No, but get the right people that can do that for you, and then know the right places to push the buttons and then stuff like that. Then you can get a chance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's open.
Mumbaya, thank you. Tom, can you take it for me?
I just have a question for him.
Okay.
Then how do you put yourself out there? How do I know, like, you look for talent and then you nurture it and then you make those connections too? What have you put out there for people to know you and what you're doing?
Okay, good. Of course, we have our YouTube pages and TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that. You understand? And then we also have like open trials that we usually launch open trials, and then sometimes we've sent like flyers out and stuff like that. We send open trials for ages. We can say, okay, this is an open trials for kids between the ages of 10 to 13. We have it, and of course they come there for free. They have to come there for free. They train. They might come. There are cases that they have come like 20 something of them, and then among the 20 something of them, we see maybe 2. So we pick just 2. You understand?
Yeah.
So there might be a day that they come even 30. We see 1, because there we are not looking for fun.
Okay.
We are looking for talent and real talent. So it's always like you can reach out, check on MMM and stuff like that. Check our numbers and stuff like that, and then know when we have these open trials for kids. But we mostly focus on kids, like not kids like kids, between the ages of 10 until 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah, because that's the good age for football when it comes to professionalism.
Is your question answered?
Yeah, it's answered here. I'll just add one thing, like
Okay.
the way we're talking about football and us playing football. What I want to say is, like, we have the facilities here at the grassroots level compared to back in Africa. What you can find at the grassroots level everywhere, you cannot find it in Africa. So my encouragement always is that for those who are here and they really want to play football, then you have the facilities you can start with without spending too much money.
Okay. Mumbaya, in 3 minutes, can you advertise your platform? Give them the names of your platform so that people can follow and search you in terms of football.
Okay, good. Okay, our platforms are Mbuamosa Sports and Entertainment Management. You understand? So we really focus on young talents.
Okay.
These young talents, they have to be between the ages of 10 until 17, like I said, because our goal is not entertainment. I will go back to that one. It's not entertainment.
Okay.
Of course, like
That's
I said,
very important.
yes, it's
We
not
mean business.
Business. Yeah, business. You understand? Because we got players that are under our beds, and then we got players that we've taken to England. Like the last year, we went to England with about 6 players from Finland.
Okay.
Most of them Africans.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have like 1 or 2 Iraqis
Iraqis.
in the group. And there was a Cameroonian among all of them. He was 12 years old, and this 12-year-old boy was wanted by 9 clubs in England.
Wow.
Arsenal, Chelsea, it's out there. You understand? So we are so focused for real talent.
Okay.
We also took players to Turkey. We've been to Turkey and stuff like that.
Oh.
So it's a platform that you can check us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You check Mbuamosa Sports and Entertainment Manager or MMM. So it's a platform that, of course, like we've been saying in the panel about racism and discrimination. There are top clubs in Finland, like the Hoikos, the HIF, those are top clubs. You understand? So some of the African kids, that don't have the chance to get there. It doesn't mean you have to vacate from football. So now some people now that are coming in now to like, hey, you have a talent. It's not like top, but it's something. So we can nurture you and then we can give you a path.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's where we created the company. Like, okay, we can look about talents and stuff like that. And our goal is to how we can integrate players in Finland and even out of Finland.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's an opportunity for parents to like check up on it, what we are doing. We have coaches that are like with UEFA B license.
All right.
You know, we have management team that is made up of talented people that know what they are doing in that capacity.
Thank you, Mubaya. Kajitan, can you?
I would just want to ask him something. So
Okay.
maybe it's a chance to also continue with the marketing that he's doing.
Yes.
That does that also include the other gender, the ladies? Because we have kids also, girls who are playing, and also because you see we are addressing people from different countries,
Yeah.
people from different cultures. If you can just spell whatever you're saying, the Mbua, you spell it,
Yeah.
so then somebody
Speak
can
more
get it.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. I will just go. The Mbua Mosisa Sports and Entertainment Management is MBUA, and then the Mosisa is MOSISAH, Sports and Entertainment Management. Then the second point that I just want to add is about, because what we are looking for is talent, not gender. When you're a girl and you are very talented, you are welcome.
Wow.
So it's open for everybody. It's open for talent, not for gender.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Richard, would you like to add something to it?
To this specific point,
Exactly. Or to any of the...
I think that they have covered
Covered
more or less
everything.
all the ideas what I have.
All right, then. Let's continue then.
Yeah, I think we will just right away move to the next question.
Yes.
But I will just want to say something about this. Is there an avenue where young Africans get to participate? Because I know football, after the training and building up and everything, when there is some kind of competition, you get to test yourself to see how better you are. At the higher level, there's competition. We have the Kenyans, Cameroonians playing together, and other African countries. So these younger ones that are coming up, I just want to find out, I'm blank about this, do they have an opportunity where from your organization, they get to play some tournaments? It's a general question. Do we have maybe some Africans also that they can come together and say, okay, bring your guys, let's bring my guys, and let's see what we can develop from them. So it's
Okay.
just an
Yeah,
opportunity.
Yeah,
I will
2
just
minutes.
quickly, I will
Yeah.
just quickly answer your
Quickly, yeah.
question because it's related to the players directly, and we solve that quite easily because we organize quite often friendlies between the countries, and these friendlies. Then, when we have these friendlies, then we have the mixed teams that you have also beginners and professionals or more advanced players, and actually this is where we get the chance to do the selection.
Selection.
Of the proper
Okay.
of the final team. So
All right.
yeah, we have quite many friendlies when the weather is good enough.
I think
All right. Thank you.
I think with the Cameroon
that.
team too, it's almost the same. Like
Okay.
we organize friendly games, and then we know already the level of everybody.
Okay.
But the younger ones that are coming, I think the ones he's mentioned in those that are still in the academy that are like 10 to 15.
All right.
That age that they are still very young. I think most of them they're already in clubs. Some of them are in clubs if you are good enough you're in a club. But if it's within the community, it's hard because we really focus on the mature players to take them to the tournament. Yeah. So it's really hard to find friendly within that age group. That Kenyans should bring 10 to 15, then we bring 10 to 15. Yeah, it's not there. Those ones are basically in the Finnish academy that they organize and stuff. So,
You know, sometimes we ask some questions on behalf of our viewers.
Yeah.
We are glad with the responses.
Because
that they give. Yes.
you are all great men, and it's not easy for them to get in touch with you, even though it seems easy, but it's not that easy. Yeah. Even with me, it was not that easy for me to get these great men today here. It took a lot of time and messages and timing. So I really appreciate you here today. Thank you.
And to conclude on that part, before I forget, there's a Nigerian team here. They started on the sixth division. Currently, they are on 4th division. So they integrate all Africans. If you are
Oh,
good, yeah. Also,
okay.
if you have a child that is within that age that
Okay.
wants to
All
be
right.
nurtured
Okay,
from there.
our time is almost up, so the last question in 2 minutes. Challenges and opportunity of improving and promoting African football in Finland. It's a question to us, or then we wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I start?
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
start.
start. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that we have good players
Okay.
in the African community,
Yeah.
and actually, I would really love to see more players in the top level and in the Finnish national team. Why not?
All right.
But I think that we have challenges when it comes to funds.
Okay. Fans.
Always, yeah. And I think that if there are any African businesses out there who are willing to sponsor, then I think it's a good time for them to step up.
We are calling for sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that somehow I can feel the unity between Africans
All right. Thank you.
becoming stronger, and I think that we are on the right path.
All right then. Okay. Suleiman.
I think we
In
live.
1 minute.
Yeah, we live in a we live in a country that the
Okay.
weather is challenging already.
Yeah.
So, as an African community, if we
Yeah.
can come together to have a tournament in winter,
All right.
it will help to keep us fit.
Okay.
It will help to also grow more talent, and also those that some people are busy in the winter and they are not busy in the summer. So
Exactly.
we can exchange this and see how it goes. So the if we have a tournament in the winter, it will be good also for us to be ready also for the summer.
All
You
right.
understand?
Yeah.
Because we have these tournaments mostly in summer. So since the weather is a challenge, we will need some other ideas, or maybe these same organizers, if they can organize or reschedule in winter, it will be good. But you also need some funds because it's expensive to rent those halls in the winter.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Mubaya, in 1 minute.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I will go back to the young ones
Okay.
and to the parents to the young ones. I know that winter is long.
Yeah.
It's a very long time. And then parents might be asking, like, where can I take my kids,
Yeah.
who want to just have fun? There are so many indoor playing grounds like in Talipita Yamaki.
Yeah.
You can come there on Sundays in the morning,
Okay.
with your kid. I think you pay something small and then you get there with your kid and then they can just enjoy themselves. In Milupuro as well, they have it.
Okay.
So you can also get to the indoor playing ground in Milupuro for the kids, and then they can have fun also during the winter.
Alright.
But just like what they said about having a winter game, I think that's going to make the winter a little bit shorter when it has to do with football and sports.
Thank you. Tom?
Yeah, I'll be very brief, and I'll give a story of a Cameroonian. He came, and then I got him a cleaning job, and I asked him how he came, and then he said he came as a footballer. And then I asked him why you not continuing football. Then he said the money is so little in football that it cannot help sustain him, especially on things like renewing his residence permit.
Okay.
So you find like he stops concentrating on football and start chasing the bag so that he can continue being here.
Yeah.
So that's also an hindrance to a lot of Africans who have got the talent.
Okay. Kadita, I would love you to conclude and also tell us about your win. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to your team.
Yeah, I think my fellow panelists have concluded quite well, because I would just reiterate what all of them have said, because definitely number one is about finances, that the financial resources are quite limited to us, because when we leave from Africa, we come, everybody lives from their home to better their life. So if you come here, you indulge into football, then you want to earn from it, because we see the Eto'os of the world, we see the late Atsus in the world, they earn from that football. So you want to earn also from that. So when it cannot give you that returns, then definitely you end up doing whatever the one who was given a job by Tom did. So you give up on that. But so definitely if we can get sponsors, then we have talent. Africans have talent all over. If you look at the national teams, the European national teams, there is always an African. Kamara is there, as you said it. We have Divo Korigi in Belgium. We have We have Africans all over.
All right, thank you.
Yes. So, and at the moment, I can say about this,
Yeah.
we won it last year.
Yeah.
Yes, the Kenyans, Ugandans, Tanzanians, Burundians, we formed one national team.
Yeah.
Yeah, international team, I
Yeah.
can say, called East African Community. So then we played this in this tournament, the third international
Yeah.
tournament, and we emerged the winners. So we hope that this year, again, we are going to defend this title successfully.
Thank you so much, Tassie.
Yeah.
Please end the show, and I will say I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I would love to have you again.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
So I want to thank all of you for coming. There's one thing very short. The issue of many African footballers choosing some other countries to represent at youth levels or national levels. Some people say it's good to be patriotic to represent your home country as Africa, but I want to say everybody has a choice to do what they want to do. But all the same, we are here to develop ourselves, to develop Africa, to see how Africa can become a better place as a community, and to show to the world and to show to Finland that we are doing great for ourselves. So once again, I want to thank everybody for coming. This has been the Admin Talk Show, sponsored by Antia Global Organization. So follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook, and there are more wonderful comments that you are going to see from us. And I want to say there are a lot of other things that you will get that you could not get from here. Some other links will come about, like the organizations or so. We are going to put the links in the comment sections, and you will be blessed, and any other thing that you might need. And once again, from us, it's a wonderful time. Thank you for watching, and see you when next we meet again. And thank you for coming.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Teddy made it.